General Hospital spoilers reveal that, ultimately, the contract between General Hospital and Maurice Benard, who portrays the legendary Sonny, will officially expire in March 2025. Notably, as of now, there has been no announcement from either Maurice Benard or the production team regarding a contract renewal. This has raised concerns that Maurice may be leaving the show, a prospect that loyal GH fans are finding hard to accept. Sonny is not only a main character but also a living symbol of the show, an integral part of its long history and success. Maurice Benard's departure from GH would not only be a significant loss to the show but could also trigger a disastrous chain of events in both the storyline and the fan community. Sonny, since his debut in 1993, has been at the center of many major storylines. From his role as a powerful mob boss in the underground world to his complex family relationships, Sonny has captured the hearts of viewers through Maurice's exceptional acting. The absence of this character would leave a void that would be difficult to fill, not only within the show but also in the hearts of fans who have followed General Hospital for decades. What makes the situation even more concerning is that Sonny is currently at the heart of some of the most important storylines. His deteriorating health, coupled with threats from enemies in the underground world and family pressures, has placed the character in an incredibly tense situation. If Maurice Benard leaves, Sonny's story could end in tragedy, dramatically altering the backdrop of Port Charles. Long-standing and emotionally charged relationships between Sonny and other characters, such as Carly, Michael, Dante, and even enemies like Cyrus or Sidwell, would also lose continuity. Additionally, Maurice Benard's departure would pose a significant challenge for the General Hospital production team. They would face a tough decision in how to continue the show's appeal without the presence of such a crucial character like Sonny. Will they allow Sonny to exit permanently, or will they recast the role, a move that is always risky and hard for the audience to accept? Both choices put the show at risk of losing a part of its identity that has contributed to its success for many years. Maurice Benard's silence on the matter of contract renewal only heightens the anxiety. Speculation about the actor preparing to say goodbye to GH has become a hot topic within the fan community. Many believe that, with the immense contributions Maurice has made to the show over the past 3 decades, he deserves a meaningful conclusion if this truly is his final farewell. However, the lack of official information leaves fans bewildered with unanswered questions. If Sonny does leave, General Hospital will face significant challenges in retaining viewers and maintaining the quality of the show. Sonny is not just a character, he is a symbol of connection between generations of viewers, an inseparable part of GH's identity. If this happens, it will be a massive shock not only to the show but also to the entire fan community, who have followed this character for years. The big question now is, will Maurice Benard continue to write Sonny's story, or is this the final chapter for this iconic character? Port Charles may never be the same again without Sonny. With only a few months left on his contract, all attention is now focused on Maurice Benard and the GH production team. Viewers are anxiously awaiting the answer to the future of one of the most important and beloved characters in the history of General Hospital. Sonny, the head of the underground world in Port Charles, is facing increasingly severe signs of health deterioration, leading many to worry that his death may be just a matter of time. His serious symptoms are not only weakening Sonny physically but also making him vulnerable to enemies lurking nearby. In this context, Sidwell, a sworn enemy of Sonny, is believed to be quietly preparing a brutal plan to take advantage of Sonny's weakened state to end his life. The rumor that Sidwell may be the one to kill Sonny is spreading rapidly, creating a massive shock and overwhelming fear throughout Port Charles. If Sonny is indeed killed by Sidwell, it would be a huge blow to the entire Corinthos family and their closest allies. His death would not only be a personal loss but also signify the collapse of a powerful empire that has lasted for decades, leaving an enormous gap in the underground world. The possibility of Sonny's death at the hands of Sidwell raises a series of questions about the future of the Corinthos family and those Sonny once protected. How will Carly, Michael, Dante, and even Willow cope with this loss? Will they unite to avenge Sonny, or will they fall into a spiral of heartbreak and despair? The long-established and emotionally driven relationships between Sonny and other characters may be severely tested as the main pillar falls. Moreover, Sonny's death would serve as a stepping stone for Sidwell to rise, seize power, and take control of Port Charles. Sidwell has always been waiting for the opportunity to defeat Sonny, and Sonny's health condition is now presenting him with a path full of opportunities. If Sidwell truly becomes Sonny's killer, he would not only be an ordinary enemy but also a constant haunting presence, surrounding those Sonny once loved and protected. The battle between Sonny and Sidwell has transformed from a power struggle to a life-or-death battle, where only one can survive. With Sonny's health deteriorating and signs of instability increasing, he is at his weakest state ever. Meanwhile, Sidwell is growing stronger and bolder, ready to use any means necessary to achieve his goals. If Sonny's death truly happens, Port Charles will never be the same. A new era will begin, with new laws and powers established. Fans will need to brace themselves for this major shift as an iconic character like Sonny faces a tragic fate. Sonny's departure, if caused by Sidwell, would mark a tragic milestone in General Hospital's history. It would not only completely alter the power structure in Port Charles but also open the door to a new era of chaos and instability. Will the Corinthos family be able to overcome this shock and rise stronger than ever, or will they be buried beneath the weight of loss and hatred? Time will tell, but one thing is certain: General Hospital will never be the same again without Sonny. Elizabeth Corta and Chris Van Etten have officially confirmed that Sonny, the symbol of General Hospital, will die of a heart attack while he is alone. This sudden death will not only deliver a massive shock to viewers but also marks the end of an era that has lasted over 3 decades. Sonny's passing in such lonely circumstances makes the moment even more heartbreaking than ever before, while creating far-reaching consequences for all of Port Charles. With Sonny's departure, the powerful empire he built over the years will face rapid collapse. Sonny was not only the mob boss but also the one who maintained the fragile balance between forces in and outside of Port Charles. His death will leave an enormous void that no one can immediately fill. Old enemies like Sidwell will certainly take advantage of this opportunity to fight for power, causing unprecedented chaos in the underground world. The Corinthos family, who has always relied on Sonny as their main pillar, must now confront this harsh reality. Carly, who was always Sonny's closest ally, will have to make difficult decisions as she tries to protect her family and children from the devastating consequences of this collapse. Michael and Dante, Sonny's potential heirs, will face enormous pressure as they attempt to preserve their father's legacy amidst a world full of schemes and betrayals. Furthermore, Sonny's death could ignite new tensions in personal and family relationships. Willow, who is struggling to defend her right to motherhood and secure her place in the Corinthos family, may now find herself more isolated than ever. Carly, with her strong and decisive nature, may be forced to step up and take on a leadership role, but this will also come with the risk of internal conflict within the family. This storyline not only marks the departure of one of the most iconic characters in General Hospital history but also opens a new, uncertain, and dark chapter for the show. Sonny's loss will be the focal point for major changes, not just within the Corinthos family but also across all of Port Charles. Relationships will be tested, loyalty questioned, and long-buried secrets may begin to surface as everyone scrambles for power in the void left by Sonny. The big question now is, can the Corinthos family survive Sonny's departure, or will the empire he built crumble entirely? And will old enemies succeed in exploiting this situation to seize control, or will a new era emerge to protect Sonny's legacy? Sonny's departure will undoubtedly remain a tragic milestone in General Hospital's history, and viewers will be glued to the emotional and dramatic developments that follow. Sonny's departure has created an enormous power vacuum in Port Charles, leading to the eruption of an unprecedented power struggle. With the position of mob boss now vacant, forces that once feared Sonny are beginning to rise, ready to fight for control. Among them, Brennan, an ambitious and ruthless figure, has quickly emerged as a formidable contender, directly challenging Jason, Sonny's right-hand man and natural heir. The tension between Brennan and Jason is not only about power but also about loyalty and the values each represents. Jason, who has always placed the Corinthos family above all else, must now face a tough decision: continue to protect Sonny's legacy or accept that Sonny's time has come to an end. Meanwhile, Brennan takes advantage of this situation to expand his influence, not hesitating to use brutal tactics to eliminate anyone who stands in his way. The conflict between these two forces escalates quickly as Brennan not only challenges Jason's authority but also directly threatens the Corinthos family. He sees Sonny's downfall as the perfect opportunity to destroy the empire Sonny built. This forces Jason into a position where he must fight to protect his family and what's left of Sonny's legacy. However, Jason must not only deal with Brennan but also with internal divisions within the Corinthos family. Carly, now having lost her closest ally and pillar, is trying to regain control to protect the family. But Carly and Jason don't always see eye to eye, adding further tension within the family. Michael, Dante, and even Willow are drawn into this power struggle, as each one has their own perspective and approach to dealing with the ongoing chaos. Meanwhile, Brennan is not just targeting Jason but is secretly recruiting other factions to strengthen his position. He is even willing to use Sonny and Jason's old enemies to weaken their standing, making the power struggle in Port Charles increasingly brutal. Temporary alliances are formed but quickly break apart in a context where no one can trust anyone. This story is not just about power but also about loyalty, betrayal, and the meaning of family in a chaotic environment. Jason faces the biggest question of all: can he continue Sonny's role and maintain the Corinthos empire, or will he be crushed by pressure from both outside and within? And can Brennan, with his limitless ambition, take advantage of this gap to establish a new order in Port Charles? The power struggle in Port Charles will not only shake the underground world but will also profoundly affect the entire city. Those who once believed they were safe under Sonny's protection now face an uncertain future. Viewers will not be able to take their eyes off the tense developments as the characters are forced to make decisions that could forever change the course of Port Charles, for good.